Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have gathered to listen, to pause, to learn. We have reflected on recent history, focusing on the aftermath of the Holocaust, a time that tested the resilience of humanity and the endurance of faith. There are moments in history that are marked by darkness, and then there are moments that are covered with double darkness. Times when the shadow of confusion engulfs us, blurring the lines between light and darkness, between good and evil. As the prophet Isaiah so powerfully put it, Hoi ha'omrim lara tov v'latov ra. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness before light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. This verse describes a world where moral and spiritual clarity is reversed. It was a fitting description of the world 80 years ago, and sadly, it's a reality that echoes in the world today. The act of remembering, as Professor Cutler has just pointed out, is not only a remembrance of the past, but it's a calling to the present. Way back in the earliest days of destruction, the prophet Jeremiah said, "Take these scrolls and put them into an earthen vessel so that they may last for many years." Why preserve them? Not just for memory. The prophet continues, "Houses, fields, and vineyards shall again be built and purchased in this land." In other words, memory must inspire action. Memory must become a foundation for renewal and rebuilding. Even in the immediate aftermath of the World War II, amidst the rubble of despair, extraordinary individuals arose. They carried an inner light that darkness could not extinguish, a light of hope, heritage, and determination. They did not merely survive, they became builders. They chose to raise families, construct communities, and create societies grounded in ethical values. People like in our conversations where he's called Meyer Tugendhaft, who we heard today, and many others, some of whom we learned about in Professor Kovach's informative keynote. People who exemplified an approach, who were motivated with a spirit and refused to let despair win. They lived the words of the psalmist, "Gam choshech lo yachshich mimeka, v'layla kayom ya'ir, kachashecha ka'ora." Even in the darkness will not be dark for you, and the night will shine like the day, for darkness is as light for you. Their determination to raise a new generation, proud, secure, deeply connected to their heritage, was an act of defiance. To leave a world in a state of destruction would have been to hand Hitler a victory he could not achieve on the battlefield. These remarkable individuals stood tall, proved that even the most broken pieces could be reassembled into something strong and beautiful. Honored judges, distinguished ambassadors, esteemed professors, and dear listeners, the history of the Holocaust is not yet fully written, nor is its impact on the world entirely understood. Again, I referred to Professor Cutler, reminded us eloquently that the lessons of the Holocaust continue to challenge our understanding of current events in the light of human rights, international law, and ethical responsibility. Let us draw inspiration from those who rose from the ashes, those who relit their matches and kindled a flame that burns brightly to this day. Each of us carries the responsibility to keep that torch alight in times of despair, confusion, and doubt. Let the flame that defines our shared heritage continue to illuminate the path forward. A single candle lit for one person can provide light for hundreds. Before I conclude, I would like to extend my deepest thanks to Mrs. Laura Remberg-Dunkelgroen, so graciously she's been collecting applause for everyone else. She deserves her applause today as well. To the staff and the volunteers of Chai and the Embassy of Israel for organizing and hosting this evening's lecture, and to our distinguished contributors, Mayor van Zanen, Ambassador Ephraim, Mr. Meyer Tugendhaft, Professor Kovac, Professor Cutler, and the wonderful musicians of the Hague String Trio. We're deeply grateful for your meaningful contributions. Finally, for everyone here tonight, I thank you for your presence, the attention you have paid, and your willingness to engage in this important dialogue. Your participation honors the victims of the Holocaust and reaffirms our shared commitment to mend our fractured world. I invite you all to join us for a reception in the foyer where we can exchange thoughts and ideas over snacks and drinks which are kosher. Good night, and may you be a blessing.